Hey, everybody. Good morning and good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in this wonderful planet week. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful week. I hope your week is successful, and I hope you're having a successful week at work or wherever you may be today. Welcome back to the New Galaxy Gamers channel to all of our new and current subscribers and all of you who are watching the videos, leaving your comments and your likes and your shares and everything else. That really does help the channel, and I do appreciate it. I do enjoy interacting with you all in the comments, and I do enjoy seeing your suggestions, your thoughts, and ideas to help promote what we're doing and help make the series more interesting. Um, And I hope you all had, for those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving last week, I do hope that you had a safe and happy holiday weekend. All right, so we are back in our Carpathian farm. As you can see, I advanced us forward. I didn't feel like we needed to deal with the winter and all that good stuff. So I did advance this forward a little bit. There's really not much for us to do this month, so I think I'm going to do it one more time. See if we can't get anything good to do, get any good trouble to get ourselves into. um, Fertilizing's just I don't like it. I don't like fertilizing contracts, to be honest with you. Um, it's one more. So anyway, you may have noticed last week during Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving week here in the U.S., there was no videos. That's just because I kind of ran out of my voice, kind of ran out, and I had to save it. I had to save what was left of my voice for the convention week before, so that's why there was no videos last week. Um, which I do apologize, but we are back on track now. Failing contracts. So let's take a look at this. Notice map. Some of these. One thing I am noticing, I think it's hard to see the field now. No. Ah, here. Field 10, huh? Oh, we could bail that. That's bale the mow and bale the grass and send it to the animal. 27. And I'm not really sure that I want to do baling, but it does mean that we can do our own baling. Check it out and feed our buddy Rex, or Dusty. So anyway, as I said, I do hope you all had a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrated Thanksgiving this weekend, the past week. If you did not celebrate Thanksgiving, don't worry. I hope you had a safe and wonderful week too. So that's why there was no videos last week. And I do apologize for that, but you all know sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Our buddy Dusty. So yeah, we need to check some more veggie tables to sell. So here's a question for you all. It's seems to be buddy, seems to be a time-honored question. Yeah, today, huh, bud? Seems to be a time-honored question. That is, do you consider is a tomato a vegetable or fruit? Leave your thoughts about that in the comments. Curious as to what you guys think. Is it a vegetable? Is a tomato a vegetable or a fruit? Tell me what you think. We'll let those grow out a couple. All right, let's go check. If they're saying baling, be able to bale that field again. Don't really remember what we did. Field's ready to be planted. Okay, so that field's not ready for mowing yet. Okay. This field's ready to be planted. Don't own that field. So I guess we can go ahead and do some planning. Let's see what the planted right now. Oats. Plant corn. Let's go ahead and plant some corn, shall we? Plant some corn. So let's get our donuts and our coffee, wherever your favorite coffee and donut shop is, and let's get some corn planted today. I do have a corn harvester. The header. All right, our planter's right here. We'll use all right, let's find out which number. Gotta remember, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Really am. Okay, so we have a cedar. Let's bring this one out. Yes, I'm using my super strength, which I shouldn't use, but sometimes my eyesight, sometimes it's harder to see in the maneuver in those small areas. All right. They're set to corn. Ready, so we're good to go. We've got fertilizer in there. Right. Get it. So for those of you who may notice my voice is a little different or some of the audio sounds a little different, last week during my vacation time, I did actually mess around with my audio settings a little bit to try to experiment a little bit and see if I could come up with some better sounding audio. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about which audio settings. I'm trying to make them sound better, but sometimes it doesn't always work the way I would like. Well, let me know. Like my audio settings or not, and what you think I need to adjust. I did discover one problem that I noticed with my corn. It's a folded BH. And there we go. Planting corn. Yep. All right, cool. So we are officially planting corn. Get this field all planted up and ready to rock and roll. So anyway, as I was saying, I did actually do some adjustments to the audio. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully the audio is okay. I know I may need to do a few more adjustments to my audio setup. So please, please let me know what you think. It'll help. Definitely help me out. So once we get this field planted, we will roll it and then we will fertilize it. And then she should be good to go. But we got the big Lexion tractor. Lexion? I think this one is a Lexion. So the horsepower should be good, so it shouldn't really take it long to actually do what it needs to do to get this field nice and planted. I think this will actually be our first crop of corn that we've done in the series. How exciting. You can see where it cut the where the mower cut the grass last time around. So yeah, so what are you all up to? What games are you all playing and enjoying? Did you get to play some video games last week? What games did you enjoy? Did you guys check out Matt Gabbin's channel to see what cool wildlife his cameras picked up? Didn't get a chance to check out his channel, but make sure you do. They'll be helping him out as well. It is up. I wonder now. This is what I was wondering. It will. Okay. I do like the texture it does leave on the ground when you're planting, though. You know what I mean? It does actually help. So we'll get this field planted in this episode, and then, you know, we'll have some corn growing. That'll help us out a little bit. So I did check out I do have a couple of other maps I've been playing on off camera, checking them out. There's one map I think we will probably be doing in our next Farming Simulator series. It's basically a map, it's similar to, Comlands and No Man's Land, which No Man's Land was done by Alien Jim. It's a map that he created. I think he also created Comlands too, but I could be wrong about that. But anyway, I found another map that's similar to that, that I think we will probably be checking out in a series. I am planning to do a series on the Comlands map as well. So just because I do actually like the Comlands map. So I am planning on doing a series on that map. I just haven't figured out yet the scenario that I want to do on that map yet. And I kind of have to do the same thing for the other map that we're going to check out too. So there are you can rest assured there are going to be 2 new Farming Simulator series coming. Probably not until next year, though. Probably not until 2024. But we'll see. That may be a Wednesday night live stream for that one. I don't know. But we'll be talking about the live stream schedule. In short order, I've kind of made up my mind what I want to do with that, the live streaming. I've been waiting to see what policy changes happened over at Twitch with regards to publishing the videos on a copy of the videos of the live streams from Twitch over to YouTube. So I've been checking that, waiting to see what they would do on that, and they've kind of answered that question for me. So that part, I now have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen there. So yeah, I've pretty much made up my mind on that. I just need to think it over for another week or so, and I will be letting you know or what I will be doing that. Live streaming is going to be returning to the channel very soon. And the channel website is almost ready. I still got a bit more to do, but it's getting there. It's almost ready. I got the login system working and everything the way I want it to, except for a few pieces I still got to hook up. But yeah, it's that. So yeah, we are getting there. We are getting there. Now, we're not going to be able to get this, I don't think we're going to be able to get this field rolled today, but that's okay. We can do that in the next episode. I'd rather make sure we get this field all planted in this episode, and then the next episode we can roll the field. and get it fertilized. Those texture changes do actually help. They might have actually improved that a little bit. I wonder if there was an update to Farming Simulator 22 last week. Or it might just be this planner too. So yeah, things are moving right along at a good pace that I am actually pleased with. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun on this channel. Got plenty of ideas for the new year. Right. Got a ways to go on this field, but it's okay. On harvest, fertilize. We'll keep on going and get the field done. So, for those of you wondering, do farmers actually go back and forth in a field when they plant the fields in the real world? Yeah, most of them do. And a lot of times it will also depend on the field, but usually they do that. That's usually what happens. Yeah, usually that is what happens. Usually you'll have people that'll um, Usually you'll have people that will um, you'll have farmers that'll actually, maybe may just circle around the field, but most of the time they'll do rows back and forth. It's easier. And I don't know if that personally makes, if it's just because it makes it easier for them or if there's a specific reason, although I can imagine that it might have to do with the fact that the equipment can't turn so easily. I'm not sure. I never thought to ask when I was a kid. I just did what I was told. No? But I'm sure there's a reason, and it probably does have to do with the equipment. Because some of the implements farmers use to plant crops, cut the hay, and all of that, it does, the bigger the size of the implement, the harder it is to turn. So that's probably what it is. Now, I mean, in Farming Simulator, it's probably a little easier because of the way the game mechanics work. But in real life, it's harder to turn that equipment around. It's going to be nice to have corn planted, isn't it? Still got a ways to go. Might need to invest in a bigger seeder, ladies and gentlemen. Might be something we need to do. You know, part of me wants to actually plow that grass field there up that we harvested that we cut last time. Part of me wants to plow that up and cut it all. You know, replant it. I don't know. We'll have to think about that. Might not be a bad idea, actually. It is counting it as a field, so on the map. May not actually be that bad an idea. I'll have to think about that off camera. We might end up doing that. Yeah, we'll have to do that edge there. That's okay. I knew we'd have to do that. So, if we do not get this field completely finished in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, um, we will finish it in the next episode, but I'm gonna get a good chunk of it done in this episode, so I'm not too worried. What we don't finish in this episode, we will in the next one. But I'm not too worried. We're almost halfway done this field now, so maybe what I'll do is maybe we'll go to the halfway point and then we'll finish up the other half in the next episode. Might be what we do. If we had a bigger seeder, then, we definitely have this field done in this episode. But we will continue on and see where we end up, right? That roadway there, up there, is the halfway point edge there. So, getting close with each row. So we'll see where we go with that. We'll get ourselves to the halfway point, I think, in this episode. Then we'll finish it off in the next episode, and then we'll be able to roll the field. That probably won't take as long as the planning. And fertilizing the field will not take all that long either. And I'll make sure to push the day back 8 a.m. for the next episode so we don't accidentally have 2 stages of growth going on in the field. That way. Okay. I do like the texture that this cedar puts down when it's planted, though. I like that. See where we are. I will. Okay, I'm sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. There's something real quick. Normally I save all that until after I've got my episodes recorded, but so I do apologize. Alright, so let's see where we are. One thing about the hired helper, it can keep you guys going while I keep the episode going while I share stuff like that, unfortunately for work. But, okay, so we are almost to the halfway point. Good. Made a little bit of progress. Wow, you can see other fields from here. Well, that's pretty cool. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Now let's see, remind myself what fields we own. That one. We own that one. Oh, and we own this one. Alright. And we are almost to the halfway point. That's good news. So I think that's what we'll do in this episode, is we'll get ourselves to the halfway point, and then we'll continue on in the next episode. But yeah, I do, it has been a pleasure so far to play on this map. I do like this map. I think the map author did a good job with it. There are probably, you know, like I said, there are probably a few things, you know, that I might change, but I think for the most part, I think it's a very good map. But yeah, so it is a pleasure to play on this map. I do enjoy it. And if you just heard that notification come in, I do apologize. I need to figure out how to separate the system notifications out from my game audio. You know, it would be nice, actually, thinking about it, from a software developer standpoint, it would actually be better if Microsoft would just give you, you know, sell the base Windows as an operating system without all the bells and whistles, and let the end user choose what programs they want. In addition, because the reality is, forcing everybody to have to install all these programs they're probably not even going to use is a big waste of time. It's a big waste of disk space and PC resources. And so I'm hoping that with the recent decision in the EU, in the European Union, I'm hoping that that will translate over to the US and they'll start actually doing that. Because the reality is, Microsoft does not need to collect all kinds of data, neither does Apple for that matter. Um, there's a lot of data that they collect that they don't really need, but they're doing it in a way that they shouldn't be doing it, and they're abusing that. And this is unfortunately something that happens with big corporations, is they get in over their head and they get so big that they have to find new ways to make money, bring in a profit to cover all their expenses. And unfortunately, it gets them doing stuff that they really shouldn't be doing, or really don't need to be doing. So I'm kind of hoping that that decision regarding privacy and requiring users, the operating system developers, to let users pick and choose which programs that they want. Um, I'm hoping that translates to the U.S. and to other countries as well outside of the European Union, because I think Microsoft is going to find that's a better way to do it. Anyway, that's just my thinking. That's just my 2 cents. You know, I got to have my 2 cents in every episode that I do. Um, but yeah, that's what I would say anyway. Because in my opinion, it's very important that that the consumer has the final say in what is installed on their computer hardware, not the operating system manufacturer. And I think operating system manufacturers like Apple and Microsoft, they tend to go overboard with that and cross that line, and they collect too much data they don't even need. So, I'm hoping that this that decision does actually send that way. Yeah, we're almost to the halfway point now, so. I'll have to do the edge of the field too. Back edge at least. Kind of knew we were gonna have to do that. That'll be easy to do. I need some repairs too. Gotta remember that. Guess when we bring the seeder back, after we finish the field in the next episode, we'll repair the tractor. Right where that little curve ends there by the road entrance, by the road there, that's where the halfway mark is. Not that far off. At least, I should say that's where I've designated the halfway mark because, that's where I've found it to be. Not necessarily mean that that's where it is, though. And game probably doesn't consider it there, but I do. Yeah, so we'll have a we'll finish off this field in the next episode. We're not gonna be able to get the whole field finished today in this episode, but we will finish planting the corn in the next episode. And what I will do is I will push the date back to 8 a.m. so that way we don't have multiple stages of growth going on. And that way we'll be able to roll it, because I don't think rolling is going to take as long as planting. So that's what we will do. Let's see. Get down here, we'll see how far we are. Oh, we're not that far away at all. So we'll do this pass up and the next pass and the pass back down. Then we'll set it up so that we're ready for the next episode. Okay, we'll do this pass down. Okay, we'll let it bring it. And, alright, let's let it get it set up. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue planting the cornfield next episode. We will finish it in the next episode. So I am not worried about that. But if you did enjoy today's video, please do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on the bell notification, hit the bell notification icon to notify yourself when the next episode comes out. Share the link share the link to the channel with your family, your friends, your colleagues, your coworkers, your partner, your significant other, your pets, and everybody else you know who you think may enjoy the episodes and the series and the content of this channel. It does help the channel. And please be sure to leave your thoughts and ideas and suggestions in the comments. I will respond to your comments. I enjoy responding and interacting with you guys. You are the channel subscribers and people who view the content on this channel. You are the ones that make this channel really awesome, and I enjoy hanging out with y'all. So I will see you in the next episode. I hope you have a safe and happy week. And with that being said, happy gaming.